Hello, and welcome to Fire Prevention Week 2020, presented by the Schiller Park Firefighters Local 5230. Today we're going to show you a PowerPoint on fire safety.
The number to call is 911.
911, 911. The number to call is 911.
Always be prepared in case of a fire emergency.
The best way to practice fire safety is to be prepared, cause there's a possibility you might find yourself in an emergency. You wanna be ready. Things like
Check your smoke detectors and replace your batteries. Be ready if there's a fire to get out and stay out. Draw up an escape plan with your family and agree on a meeting place outside your house. Memorize the number to call in an emergency. 911.
911, 911. The number to call is 911.
911, 911. The number to call is 911.
If your clothes are ever on fire, stop, drop, and roll.
If your clothes are on fire and you're losing control, just stay calm and remember three things. Stop, drop, and roll. Let's practice.
Stop. Now drop. Now roll back and forth on the ground until all the flames go out.
911, 911. The number to call is 911.
911, 911. The number to call is 911.
Don't ever play with dangerous hot things that are meant for adults.
Let's pretend that you walk into your kitchen, a very common location. But you better watch out because all around you are very hot temptations. If you see matches,
Don't touch.
candles and lighters,
Don't touch.
if you see a hot stove,
Don't touch.
playing with these could hurt you so much. 911, 911. The number to call is 911. 911, 911. The number to call is 911.
Firefighters are always there to help. Don't ever hide from a firefighter.
An important little thing we must discuss. Firefighters are people you can trust. They might look scary with their mask and gear, but they're coming to save you. Is that clear? They're looking to help, never to scare. So if they're looking for you, show them you're there.
Help, I'm over here.
911, 911. The number to call is 911.
911, 911. The number to call is 911.
I hope everybody enjoyed that video. Over the next couple slides, we're going to ask a bunch of questions about that video. First question is, what number do we call if there is an emergency? Do you know your home address? If you don't, please write down your home address on paper and practice it. The best idea is to place it on the refrigerator so you can see it every day. It's very important to know the number on your house and the street that you live on, because when you call 911, the dispatcher on the other line is going to ask where you live so they can send a police officer, a firefighter, or paramedics. What are the three things we do when our clothes catch on fire?
Hey, it's me! Tommy Flames. I was just going over stop, drop, and roll with my junior firefighters. I'm glad you stopped by. Let's all go over stop, drop, and roll together. All right, junior firefighters, what do we do if our clothes catch on fire?
Stop where you are. Drop to the ground and cover your face with your hands. Like this. Roll over and over until the flames are out.
You're exactly right. Now, our junior firefighter is going to show you how to stop, drop, and roll. Stop where you are. Drop to the ground. Cover your face with your hands. Roll over and over until the flames are out.
All right, kids. If your clothes ever catch on fire, you need to stop, drop, and roll. And thanks for stopping by Tommy Flames Firehouse. Remember, kids, be your own hero. And we'll see you at the big one.
Hey parents, if your kids love our videos, hit the subscribe button. We'll notify you when we post our newest videos. And if your kids want any of our junior firefighter gear, stop by TommyFlames.com. We'll see you at the big one.
When there is smoke in your house, how low do we want to stay to the ground? Do you think we should stand up and walk out? Or do you think we should stay as low as possible and crawl?
Hey everybody, Sparky the Fire Dog here. I'm here to talk to you about fire safety. It's kind of my thing. I'd like you to meet my friend, Antiliano.
Hi.
He says I can call him Tony. Tony is a real firefighter. Isn't that cool? I see you got a lot of equipment here. Would you mind showing it to us and telling us about it?
Absolutely. As a firefighter, I'm a community helper. We respond to medical emergencies and fires, and our role is to protect people, but we need special gear and special equipment to protect us from the heat and flames in a fire. And what I have here is my hoodie. It goes over my head. It protects my neck and my ears. What I'm going to put next is my turnout coat, or my coat, which protects me from the heat and flames inside a fire. Smells a little funny.
Yeah, it does.
It's been into a couple fires.
Oh.
And what I use now is my air pack.
Air pack.
Yes, this has the same air that you're breathing right now, kind of like a scuba tank.
Oh.
And we have a mask that protects us from the heat, flames, and smoke. Now, when I put this on, I am gonna look a little different. You won't recognize me, but I'm still the same firefighter.
Wow. He's right, it totally covers his face. What's that sound?
That's actually me breathing the air in my pack, so I'm not breathing the toxic smoke in a real fire.
You hear that? The sound is him breathing from the air in his tank so that he doesn't have to breathe smoke if there's smoke around.
I'm gonna put my helmet, protect my head from anything that may fall, and then, last but not least, my firefighting gloves.
Wow. Mask, hood, helmet, and gloves. He's totally covered.
Now I'm still the same person underneath all this equipment. So I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna take off my gloves. I'm gonna take off my helmet. I'm gonna take off my mask. After I take off my hoodie. That's all it is, just air, same air you're breathing, right in my air pack.
That is so awesome. Thanks for showing us all that, Tony.
Oh, thanks for inviting me, Sparky.
Of course. And thank you for watching. See you next time.
Over the next couple slides, we're going to talk about EDITH. EDITH stands for Exit Drills in the Home, also known as a Fire Safety Escape Plan. Please talk about this with your family in case there's a fire. And always have a meeting place outside near a tree, neighbor's house, or an object that doesn't move and is in a safe place.
If your house catches on fire, what should you do? You and your family should have an escape plan that you practice together a couple times each year. Start by drawing a map of your home showing all the doors and windows. Be sure you know 2 ways to get out of each room safely. Have a meeting place outside of your house where everyone knows to meet that is a safe distance away from your home. Be sure that your house has smoke detectors. Smoke alarms should be in every bedroom, outside your bedrooms, and on every floor of your house, including your basement. Have your parents push the test button on each smoke alarm once a month to be sure they're still working, and always check the batteries. If you hear the smoke alarms go off in your home, get out as fast as you can. If there's smoke, get low and crawl to the nearest way out. Close doors behind you as you go through them. Don't worry about taking things with you. It's important that you get out quickly and safely. Get to your meeting place outside and call 911. If you don't have a cell phone, you can use a neighbor's phone. Never go back inside of a burning house. Tell a firefighter if there's a person or pet left inside. If you have any questions, just ask an adult. It's best to always be prepared and safe.
Do we ever go back inside for our pets?
If there's a fire, what do? It's time you knew. We're telling you.
Get outside and stay outside.
We'll be your guide, all kidding aside. If there's a fire, don't stay inside.
Get outside and stay outside.
Leave the scene in pajamas or jeans. Messy or clean, know what I mean?
Yeah! Yeah! Ba-dum-dum-dee-dum.
If there's a fire,
Get outside.
if there's a fire, if there's a fire,
Stay outside.
if there's a fire,
Get outside.
if there's a fire, if there's a fire,
Stay outside.
there's not much to it. You can do it. Review it, stick to it. Get right to it.
Come up with a plan, know where to meet. Away from the heat, in front near the street.
Your meeting place should not move, and your parents should approve.
Get outside and stay outside. Yeah! Yeah!
If a fire's in your home, do you call your friend Jerome?
No!
Write a tender poem?
No!
Look for a comb?
No!
Put on some cologne?
No!
Do you leave your home?
Yeah!
Do you leave your home?
Yeah! 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 Ba-dum-dum-dee-dum.
If there's a fire,
Get outside. If there's a fire,
if there's a fire,
stay outside. If there's a fire, get outside. If there's a fire,
if there's a fire,
stay outside.
I hope you enjoyed that video. And remember, EDIT stands for Exit Drills in the Home. Over the next 3 slides, we're going to talk about smoke alarms. We will talk about where to place them, how often to check them, and when you should replace an old smoke alarm. I hope you enjoyed that video. And remember, EDIT stands for Exit Drills in the Home. Over the next 3 slides, we're going to talk about smoke alarms. We will talk about where to place them, how often to check them, and when you should replace an old smoke alarm. We want an adult to put a smoke alarm on every floor and in every bedroom. Also, make sure your parents check to make sure the smoke detectors and the batteries work. They should be checking these usually twice a year.
Hey, how's it going? Meet my friend Lou. Lou only says something when it's very important. Right now, he's saying replace my battery. Now he's saying fire, get out of the house. Once this guy gets going, there's no shutting him up.
Smoke alarms, a sound you can live with.
Most people are surprised to learn that when there's a fire in your home, you may have as little as 2 minutes to get out safely from the time the smoke alarm sounds. 2 minutes is not a lot of time, especially when it's the middle of the night and everyone is asleep. And when you add in smoke and heat, confusion and fear, multiple floors, and several people, every second counts. You need to have a plan to get everyone out safely, starting with working alarms, ideally interconnected ones, so that when one alarm in your home sounds, they all do, no matter where the fire starts. Remember to check doors for heat before opening them so you know if it's safe to go that way. During a fire, there's no time to decide who should be doing what. Look at all that time zipping by. Your fire safety plan should include assigned roles so everyone knows what to do and there's no confusion. Children can sleep through a smoke alarm even if it's right next to them, so always check their room and stay with them as you exit the house. In your safety plan, make sure there are 2 marked exits from every room and everyone in the family knows where they are. If the main exit is blocked by smoke or fire, you won't waste time figuring out where to go next. Crouching low and going under the smoke is the safest way to exit. Once you are safely outside, call the fire department right away. Never go back inside a burning building. Firefighters are trained and prepared to enter one. You're not. Picking an outside designated meeting place a safe distance from your home is critical for knowing that everyone has escaped safely. It also helps firefighters know who is safe and who is still inside and needs to be rescued. No one wants to think about their house catching fire. It's scary. But while home escape planning and practice may seem unnecessary, these actions can have heroic impact. Be a hero in your own home. Make a home escape plan with everyone in your family and practice it today.
Do we ever play with fire? Do we play with matches? And if we find matches, who do we give them to? Should we ever go near or touch stoves or ovens? Do we touch hot pans on the stove? What can happen when we touch the hot pan? Should you play with fireworks? Do we play around campfires? We always want to remind you to please take your school fire drills very seriously. Make sure you remain calm, form a single file line, no talking, and please listen to your teachers. It's very important that you follow these rules. And please remember, anytime you're in a vehicle, always wear your seatbelt. And make sure your parents are wearing theirs too. And if they're not, please remind them to put their seatbelts on. We all know how difficult this year has been. We all know that you guys can't be in school with your friends. But please remember, always wear your masks. The real superheroes wear their masks and help stop the spread of the coronavirus. Always make sure you wash your hands, and please remember to practice social distancing. Over the next few slides, you're going to see what a day in the life of a firefighter is like. You're going to see the Schiller Park Fire Department, the fire trucks, the ambulance, and just a few examples of some of the calls that we go on and types of fires that firefighters see. This is Engine 5. This fire truck is responsible for putting out the fires. This is Truck 5. This fire truck has a 100-foot ladder on it. It has capabilities of putting fires out, but usually its main responsibilities are to cut holes in the house to help ventilate and clear the smoke, and also search and rescue any victims that might be trapped inside the fire. This is Ambulance 5. Anytime somebody is sick, injured, or needs medical attention, the paramedics on Ambulance 5 will show up and transport to the hospital. In the next few slides, you're going to see the types of fire that firefighters might encounter. The first one you're going to see is a car fire. The second one is a propane fire. And the next two examples are examples of a house fire and a business fire. I know this year is a little bit different, but we still are interested in any type of questions that you guys have for us. So please email your questions to president.schillerparklocal5230@gmail.com. We will try our best to answer all your questions, but if we do not reply or get back to you, please save your questions until next year when we come back and see everybody in person. I hope you enjoyed the PowerPoint, and we can't wait to see you guys next year. Have a great school year.